themselves.
Yeah.
Because a lot of marketing companies are getting rich off people and they're not getting anything in return.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's what
Man,
people
no.
are. So that's what people are scared of.
Yeah.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
That somebody gonna take advantage. But the thing is, somebody's. You know what? We started the show.
That's cool.
VNO, where am I at right here? VNO, what you know, man? I got excellent guest here today, man. This morning, Saturday morning, second show of the year. Last week we had Reggie moving forward, man. It was a dope show. Today, man, I got my man Ron of Baseball Rich and Disbelef Tequila, man. And you wouldn't believe, you would not believe the taste, the elegance of this product, man, and the elegance of the Baseball Rich brand. Y'all don't want to miss this show, man. You do not want to miss this show. We're gonna be trying. I've tried it already, and it's exquisite. We need to put out of our mind what we think we know about tequila or alcohol in general, and listen to my man here because he is very, very knowledgeable on not just his product but his genre. He's very knowledgeable on what he does on the clothing line and this tequila. You don't want to miss this, man. Y'all stay tuned.
But have you ever thought, what if this is all just a dream? And we're just waiting in line to wake up? And most people think I'm insane. Once you realize that all the shit you used to care so much about just keeps you a prisoner of your own mind.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I can get it. I get that way too.
Yeah, right, right. Yeah, yeah. We all, man, we grown. You know what I'm
There you
saying?
go.
What's up, y'all? We are live, man. I'm here with my man Ron Shields, and he is an entrepreneur. He is Mr. Baseball Rich Chicago.
There you go.
He is Mr. Disbelef Tequila Chicago. And just sitting here talking to him, y'all see I started the show with actually a conversation because, man, you want to talk about full of knowledge, bro. You don't mind sharing it. You
No,
know, we talked
no,
about
not
that,
at
man.
all.
You shared it from talking to you for 5 minutes when I first met you. Actually, I first met you at it was Blizz's summer bash, I think it was.
The pool party.
Yeah, the pool party. First met you at the pool party.
Pool party.
And I tasted it. I got to talk to you for like 2 minutes. But then everywhere I went, I kept seeing you around. And I was like, man, who is this cat? You know what I mean? Like, I didn't know. And then Smooch was telling me about you.
Mm-hmm.
And then for Smooch's photo shoot for his brand, the Smooch brand, you actually showed up. And if you look at I think every single last one of the pictures, we were pushing this Disbelef because he believed in it. I tasted it. I believe in it. You're not half-stepping here. You're not just trying to sell people some trash. You actually trying to put people up on game and let them know, no, what you're drinking is trash. When it comes to Baseball Rich, what you wearing is trash. Let me put you up on game.
Yeah.
So can you introduce yourself, man, and just let the people know, man?
Where am I looking?
You right here.
I'm right here.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Like he said, I'm Ron from Baseball Rich. We on here talking about Disbelef. We're talking about pretty much everything today.
Yeah.
Entrepreneurship, Baseball Rich, Disbelef Tequila, and you know, we've been, like you said, we've been having a real good conversation so far. So we're just gonna let you all get a piece of that.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. we talked for I was doing some graphics for the show, you know, when we first got in the studio here, but we actually talked you started getting into the brand and how, you know, how it came about. And because I thought that you had started it solely, and then you like, I think you told me that no, this is a franchise. So you told me that you had started it with these guys
my
right here,
buddies,
or they
my buddies.
started it. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
okay, so
yeah.
yeah,
Can you introduce us to some of the other cats that we got here?
The guy standing next to me, that's my buddy, Toriano Banks.
Okay.
We call him Beanie.
So that's
the founder.
Toriano Banks.
That's the founder of everything.
That's the founder.
You know,
Okay,
he's
so
the
that we
founder
talking
of
about my man
Baseball
in the blue hat.
Yes, sir.
Okay, he's the founder of Baseball Rich.
Founder
Okay.
of Disbelef.
Okay.
Me and him go back. We went to college together.
Okay.
The guy standing next to him, we also went to college together.
Okay.
We all go back to college. That's my man, Will Gant.
Okay.
In Nashville. You know
Okay.
what I mean? He's
Where'd you go to
Baseball
school
Rich
at?
Nashville. Lane College down in Jackson, Tennessee.
Oh, okay. Okay. Okay.
And then that gentleman in the green,
Yeah.
that's Ralph Bossman Golden.
Okay.
That's the co-founder of Baseball Rich, the
Okay.
co-founder of Disbelef.
Okay.
You know,
Okay.
so-
Okay. So
yeah. That's Michael Jordan next to me, Scottie Pippen on the end,
okay.
and I'm Ron Harper.
All right. you role playing. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
No, that's dope, man. So you were telling me about the story a little bit, and you were saying that y'all were some young bucks, man. And
19 years old.
19 years old. And so we talking 20 odd years ago.
Yeah.
20 odd years ago, you had a thought. And the thought was, they had a thought was Baseball Rich.
20 some odd years old, they had a thought of getting money.
Getting right. Right.
And that intrigued me.
Yeah, right. Right.
You know what I mean?
Right,
So, you know, 2015 is when the Baseball Rich concept came up.
Okay.
2015.
2015.
2015 is when Baseball Rich was established.
Okay. So, but y'all, you talking, y'all have been throwing ideas back and forth and probably doing some things here and there to make money.
We've been doing stuff our whole life.
Always.
Ever
You
since.
are an entrepreneur at heart.
We've been doing stuff. We've been doing stuff forever.
Right. Okay.
You know? So
Okay.
2015, Toriano and Ralph called me on the three-way.
Mm-hmm.
Well, no, actually, 2015, Toriano called me.
Okay.
I hadn't even met Ralph yet
Okay.
because Ralph didn't go to Lane with us.
Okay.
So I hadn't even met Ralph yet.
Okay.
Toriano called me and said that he was thinking about doing a clothing line. Was I interested in doing this, that, and the other?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I'm like, yeah, you know what I mean? It's a no-brainer. You know, so I jumped on board and the clothing line did pretty good.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. And this was the Baseball Rich clothing line?
Baseball Rich clothing.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. And can you tell them, because the concept is so dope, man. Like I put it in the, if you read the description of the show, anybody that read the description of the show, I put it in the description of the show, but it's the thought of Baseball Rich is so cold, man. You tell them what
Okay, sure. So if you think about it, NBA players and NFL players, there's only a certain amount of money they can make before they hit with a luxury tax.
Yeah.
Well, baseball doesn't have that.
Yeah.
So our motto was always, why be rich when you could be baseball rich?
Yeah.
Live a lifestyle with no salary.
With
cap.
no salary caps.
The premise behind that is to tell our people to put their finances back into their own hands.
Yeah. Yeah.
Become more entrepreneurial.
Yeah.
Because you're never gonna short yourself and
Yeah.
you're never gonna fire yourself. So don't put a salary cap on yourself.
Yeah.
Whoever control your money, they control your lifestyle.
Right.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So hopefully we can get some more people into the entrepreneurship roles.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And take back control. Because we'll work our whole lives, man, and never get a chance to live.
Man, look, I was talking to a friend yesterday, and she has 3 or 4 businesses. She got about 3 businesses, and we were talking about, because now,
Nice.
you know, entrepreneur, now she on the way to kind of trying to make money with it, and it's hard. And I said, man, like, you need to stop not working so hard, but like you working so hard on your product. And I'm telling her, like, your product is good. The reason that you working so hard on your product is because we are taught to work. It's ingrained in us to not so much work, but go to work. work for somebody, and you taking that idea of working for somebody and putting it into your brand. And so you just keep working and working and working, and you don't, but as an entrepreneur, you have this goal, you know what I mean? And you working towards the goal, and sometimes you can get lost in the work and not remember the goal.
I kind of get what she's doing.
Yeah.
Because I always tell people I'd rather work 100 hours a week for myself than 20 hours a week for someone else. Reason being, when you're working for yourself, it's not work.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's a lifestyle.
Yeah.
You're making decisions.
Yeah.
You're doing things to move your brand. You see what I'm saying? So it's not really work. It's 24 hours a day. You become the brand. You know what I mean? So once you become the brand, it's no longer a job.
Yeah.
It's about, are we gonna succeed or fail?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I kind of get that, and you can easily get lost in the work.
Yeah.
But that's because you have to be the one to push your brand.
Yeah.
You have to be the one to get out there and make sure that your brand succeeds. You can't hire anybody that's going to have the passion that you have about your own brand.
Yeah.
You just can't pay for that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you have to get your brand to a certain place before you can sit back and say, okay, and even then, you still going to have to be hands-on on a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
The only thing that you can do is hire the best people for certain things.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then try not to micromanage them.
Yeah.
Let them do what they do.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Cause man, I've talked to so many entrepreneurs on here, man. This is one right here. This is actually my homie that I was talking about, Nicole, Tiffany, as I know her.
Shout out
What
to
she say? I have to be a billboard 24 hours a day. But it was her I was having a conversation with. But yeah, you have to be
She's
a billboard.
right.
Yeah, you have to be a billboard, and you can get lost in the work, man, and forget. You know what I mean? That I have this goal. To what you were saying about you have to know how to put people in place. I was talking to an entrepreneur, man, and he was saying, like, his businesses that he was in love with, like the stuff that he did. He said that a lot of times those businesses fail because he didn't want to let go, because he was a cook. He was starting a restaurant business, and so I can't let nobody
do what I
do.
But you can't do everything.
You can't do everything,
You know what I
man.
mean?
You can't.
So
you can't.
You have to be able to get out the way.
Yeah.
You have to make good choices in who you put in certain positions.
Yeah.
But you have to allow them to be able to do their job.
Yes. Yes.
You have to be able to step back.
Yes.
And focus on making sure that everybody have what they need.
Yeah.
You
You
know
have to
what
be
I
a
mean?
facilitator at some point.
You have to be a facilitator
Yeah.
at some point.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But you definitely have to get the right people though. You know, that's
Yeah.
the tricky part.
It is, and and as I venture into, even with this podcast and my brand, letting go. Because I said last week, and I'm proud of it, but I said I haven't paid anybody to do the intro that you see. I did that. I did the editing on that. Any type of pictures, most of them, or video, I took that. I learned how to do all of it. But I'm not a pro like that. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time,
Right.
I don't want to let go because it's like you.
It's your baby.
Yeah, it's my baby.
It's your baby.
It's my baby.
And you don't necessarily have to, but at some point, if you want to do more,
yeah.
you have to be able to. The good thing about you doing that is you know what you want now.
Yeah. Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you're able to see if someone comes in, whether they're meeting that standard, you know, or whether they're not. You know, that's easy. That's an easy decision to make. Whether you're gonna get rid of this person or get somebody else. Are you meeting at least the standard that I was doing, knowing that I'm not even a professional?
Yeah. Yeah. Right. Right.
So are you at least,
right?
Are you at
right.
least
You
doing
gotta
that?
at least
You
meet
know
my
what I mean?
standard.
At least meet mine.
Right.
You know
At
what I
least
mean?
do what I'm doing.
Other than that, blow my mind away with what you're doing. And if you blow my mind away with what you're doing, then I can step back a little bit and let you, and I can focus on everything else that needs to be focused on.
And that's the thing. That's the thing. Talking to my brother-in-law. My brother-in-law started. He got a dope story, man. He was like one of my second guests. well, I've been going almost 2 years now. It's about 2 years ago. I think he was my second guest. He started his security company, SMR Security Services, in San Antonio, Texas.
I've been down that road too.
You have, yeah. He started. he ran. So he was running somebody else's security company, and just how God worked. When it's time for you to go, he kept saying, "I want to start my own thing, bro." It's like we can never start our own thing if we're working, because for some reason we love that job, man.
Well, you know what it is? It's the fear of because see, a lot of people get content with a paycheck.
Oh yeah, it's easy.
And it's a fear of losing that paycheck. I had that fear for years.
Yeah, man.
I was working for the Board of Education. in
Yeah,
Chicago.
that's a solid check coming in every
Solid check
two
coming
weeks,
in,
1
this, that,
week,
and the
whatever.
other.
Yeah,
But you don't have any time to push and do your
and
own
do your
thing.
dream. Yeah, right.
You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah.
So it's like you're gonna step out with a leap of faith
Mm-hmm.
that you're getting ready to risk losing this money over here, and it became easier and easier for me because I mean, with the Board of Ed, you never knew if you was gonna have a job the next year or not. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I got tired
Things
of that.
switch.
You know what I
Things
mean?
switch. It was
But-
getting you ready for entrepreneurship.
It was just like, man, it's just time to, you had to wait till the end of the year, and they like, man, we waiting to see who they gonna bring back, who they ain't gonna bring back, you know.
Right. You've been voted off. You feel like you're on a reality show.
Man, because I saw which way it was, the writing, when the writing is on
Yeah,
the wall,
yeah.
it wasn't that I was it was getting ready to be gone, but I was just looking at so many people around me. I saw all the seasoned employees being replaced with younger people to come in that they don't have to pay as much and
Yeah.
all this kind of stuff. So
Yeah.
I knew where the school system was going.
Yeah.
So it made it easy for me, to make that transition.
Yeah.
But to the point, it's that fear of losing something that's there
Yeah.
for a what if.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. And that's what my brother-in-law ran into. And so he ran into, but he got fired. So he said he knew it was coming. That kind of put him in place. He was selling insurance on the side. It's crazy, man. He got a crazy story, bro. I forget the name of his book, but he ended up dropping a book. His daddy wasn't in his life. His daddy was locked up for like 20 years. I'm gonna tell this story real quick, and then we're gonna delve into how it kind of fits in your story.
we
Yeah.
conversate.
His daddy wasn't in his life, and I'm messing up one of the greatest chapters in his book that he wrote. Daddy wasn't in his life. He ended up making a choice that even though my father wasn't in my life, I want to meet my daddy and I want him to be a part of my life. And in making that choice, he ended up basically getting the life insurance he was selling for his father. And his father was in his life. Nate ended up getting cancer. Nate ended up passing away. And the decision that he made for his father to be in his life and to buy him life insurance, it paid for his business. When he died, he got over $100,000 from his father passing away. Started SMR Security Services in San Antonio. Since then, he has branched out to Houston. He about to open up in Washington, D.C. He is Coach Sish. If you go on Instagram right now, y'all, and you look up Coach Sish, every single one of his videos are viral. He's famous. Like his people that's sharing his videos on Instagram all because of that. But I'm talking about him because we were talking about letting go. You know what I'm saying? And so he said he was firing people from SMR left and right because they don't love SMR like I love SMR. And finally, one of his mentors came to him and said, "Hey, man, this is yours. They're not going to love this.
They're not going to.
You need to get somebody that loves what they do, not loves your company."
Exactly.
Yeah, and you were talking, and this is where I mesh it all together. You were talking about like, bro, ain't nobody should love your stuff.
No,
they not.
You can't pay for
They
that.
not. No, you can't pay for that.
can't
You
pay
need
for
to
that.
find somebody that loves selling tequila. They might not love Disbelef, but they might love being a salesman. You know what I'm saying?
You know, for me, I want people who actually love the product.
Okay. You might find some of those people. You might.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But in order for them to be successful in helping us sell it, they have to love it themselves.
Yeah.
And not just love it because it's a product that's black owned or whatever, this, that, the other. I mean,
Believe in it.
you have to believe in it.
Yeah, believe.
You have to believe in it.
Even though
I
it's
believe in it.
disbelievable.
I believe in it.
Yeah,
You know what I
yeah.
mean? So I'm gonna do everything that I can to
Yeah.
make it successful here
Yeah.
in Chicago.
And honestly,
You know what
man,
I mean?
I believe in it too. And I believe in it because everything that you told me. And while we talking, you mind if I?
Yeah.
Because y'all, I haven't tasted the anejo yet. Last time
Yeah,
Ron came,
we just sipped
yeah,
on
we hit the
little, what's
Blanco.
the
And
name?
when I tell y'all that it's smooth, he got to telling me about some of the other leading brands out there. And he was like, man, that ain't nothing. Taste this. Taste this. And I'm like, okay, man, you know, of course everybody gonna say that about their product.
Right.
But yeah, it's the real deal. And so because I believe in it, I really want to be a brand ambassador for Disbelief and really push this, man, because I do think that we getting the short end of the stick when it comes to a lot of this. You know what I mean? It's this is y'all. I have not tasted. This is the Anejo dope bottle, man. First of all, the presentation is a base. The company is baseball rich. It's a baseball. It's a baseball. It's elegant. Yeah. Like you ever tasted a certain tequilas, man, and you like people usually sniff tequila like, you know.
You don't get strong. You don't get strong alcohol vapors from it.
Mm-mm.
You know?
No.
You don't get a lot of strong alcohol vapors from it.
Here, I give it to you.
I got it.
And this is the anejo. This is my first time. I'm not even gonna shoot this like you would shoot regular tequila because I feel like Frank Lucas. You don't wipe that. You blot this. you can sip. You can sip on this. Yeah.
You know. See what you think.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. See, man, that's what I'm saying. Like, this don't. You even told me. You said, man, this ain't gonna hit your throat. Where you know, usually you throw back some tequila. I'm looking for that lime. I'm looking for some salt. I'm trying to drown it out because it's just disgusting. You know what I mean?
We give you the heat without the bite.
Yeah, yeah. Oh man, that's a great way to describe it because it is the heat. You do feel of course, you feel the heat going down, but then you don't feel that, oh my God. You know? Even with some leading brands. We said we're not gonna say no brands because we ain't trying to get nobody. But let's just say top shelf leading brands, man. You were telling me, tell us a little bit about that, man, about the leading brands and what's the difference between Disbelief and what's the difference between some of the leading brands?
The biggest difference between Disbelief and a lot of the leading brands is the fact that our tequila has no chemicals or additives in it.
Okay.
It's organic.
It's organic.
Clean. It's clean. You know.
And what does that mean for me waking up the next morning?
That means you will have no hangovers, no sicknesses,
man.
no headaches, none of that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So the thing is, most mass production tequilas, even if you weren't looking, you know, if you were into looking for a tequila, of course, I would hope you would pick Disbelief.
Yeah.
But, you know, if you didn't know anything about it, you want to stick with small batches.
Yeah. That's
what I tell people all the time. Even if you don't pick our brand, pick something that's in a small batch, preferably Disbelief. You know, I keep saying that. But just to educate them, the mass production products, their whole goal is to get it out there, to get it on the market.
Yeah, push it to the masses.
As soon as possible.
Yeah.
So they use the chemicals and additives, some to you know, speed up the aging process or whatever. And it's like I was telling you, this right here takes over 2 years to make.
2 years, y'all.
Takes over 2 years.
2 years.
That sits in a burnt Jack Daniel's white oak whiskey barrel for no less than 24 months. So any color that comes into this tequila is from the barrel. That's why it's not super dark.
Yeah. Because usually when we see a Anejo, it almost gives a pea color, like it's golden.
Super dark. Right.
Yeah.
That's why it's not super dark, because there's nothing in it but the coloring from the aging from the barrel. Yeah. You know, so
you put me on and you told me some of these leading brands also, since they want to hurry up and push it out, you said they'd take a Reposado and just add a little bit of coloring or
No,
put some
no.
additives in it to make it just to make it.
No,
It's
no.
not aged like your
It's
like
not.
your.
That's basically the only difference. It's just not aged.
It's not aged like that. They
That way.
pushing it. They
That
pushing
way.
it. We trying
You
to
know
get
what
it
I
out.
mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, they, I don't know what their recipe may be. They may let it age six to 7 months, and then chemicals and additives the rest of the way.
Yeah.
So they basically producing reposado and añejo, and we're letting ours age to a reposado
Yeah.
or añejo.
Yeah.
You know,
I think
so-
this is a perfect time, like the time that we're in right now, to do something like this, because I think people are more into exclusives than they are into mass production. You even look at clothing, and I don't know if it's not just the space I'm in.
It'd be nice
It's
if that was the case.
Well, I think it is the case. I really, the reason I say I think it is the case, because when me and you were growing up, it was all about the brand that you had on, and then all of a sudden you started getting stores. Let's look at the clothing. You start getting stores like Forever 21. They don't tag any of their stuff Forever 21. It's just the style. It's exclusive.
Right.
This is different than other people. You
Reason-
start getting all these little stores. People don't go for brands, I think, as much anymore as they do. Is this exclusive? Is anybody else doing this? Or I don't think we like mass production like we used to.
I think the reason why I say that is because the mass production products have a claim to some exclusivity.
Yeah.
They will come out with something that they call exclusive, but it's still
Exclusive.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
This is one of 200,000.
put it like this. Amongst the tequilas, there's like 2 or 3 very popular tequilas that are really, really, really popular amongst the urban crowd.
Yeah. And we know what it is. We ain't gonna say it, but y'all know what it is.
saying their names, but
Y'all know what it is.
There's some popular tequilas that are popular amongst the urban crowd.
Yeah.
And I found it funny that if you go to Mexico, they don't even drink those there.
Yeah. Yeah.
They don't even drink those there.
Yeah.
If you go out of our neighborhoods, go on the north side, they don't even drink them there.
Mm-hmm.
It's only what we see every day.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If we put a few entertainers, we put a few rappers, we put a few people in front of and I mean, not if they put a few people in front of a product, most of us will go out there and treat that product like it's the new Popeye's chicken sandwich.
Man, come on, man.
You know what I
Come
mean?
on. Yeah.
They
Yeah.
and the killing part about it is when we have something exclusive like this,
Yeah.
if I try to reach out to one of them, they wanna charge us an arm and a leg to do something small for our product.
Yeah.
But they're screaming these other products for free.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ain't never met the people from that company.
Yeah.
But they're screaming those products. They making songs about those products for free.
Yeah. That's the world we live in, man. People, we do things because we see other people doing it. And so these rappers and whatnot know, and a lot of them they will end up getting some money or getting paid from these larger or whatever liquor that we talk about now. So these liquor brands, and to the extent where we don't even care if it's good.
Exactly.
I seen Jay-Z drinking this.
It must be good.
Yeah, it must be good. He must be
good.
But he ain't drinking that at home.
I'ma tell you-
He drinking Disbelef at the crib. He drinking what's good.
If we want to be 100% honest,
Yeah.
there is no such thing as a good tasting alcohol.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. Yeah, it's not. Yeah,
There's no such thing.
It's no such
You know
thing.
what I mean?
Yeah.
So the only thing that you can really look for something to be is smooth, pleasant, or
it's for alcohol. It needs
unless-
to be good for alcohol.
unless you're an alcoholic.
Yeah.
There is no such thing as you don't wake up and saying, I just want to taste some gin and juice today.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
No, you're drinking it for libations. You're sipping it because you want to feel a certain way. But what's the most pleasant way to get there? Do you have,
Yeah, right.
Do you have to kill your body?
That's a good way
Do
to
you
think
have to
about
put
it. Right.
poison in you?
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Or what's the best way to get there?
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right. You could take the highway. You could take the highway where they just paved the road, or you can take the streets with all the potholes in it.
So what we wanted to introduce, the word that we affiliate with ours is opulence.
Okay.
That's what we
That's a
want.
big word.
Opulence. It just means greatness.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We want people to experience opulence.
Yeah.
When you think about a tequila like this here, you think about looking out of floor-to-ceiling windows, looking over the whole downtown area,
Yeah.
or luxury, everything at its finest. You know what I mean? You're not thinking brown paper bag.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're thinking greatness.
Yeah.
You're thinking opulence.
Yeah.
And that's everything that I bring in. That's everything that this represents.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So we want people to experience that and not break the bank doing it. Because that's another thing that they don't realize about the Baseball Rich and Disbelef Tequila brand,
Yeah.
is that our pricing has been slashed over half.
And it has nothing to do with the quality of it. You just got to stay in competition.
The thing is,
It's very affordable. I will tell you that, very affordable. For the taste and what it does, it's very affordable.
I'm gonna tell you how we ended up doing that. Just by the start of this, when Toriano and Ralph were first trying to put the tequila together, they were getting told no at every turn. You can't do this, you can't do that. Beanie don't take no for an answer. You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You tell me I can't do something, I'm a prove you wrong. Matter of fact, I think his words, what he used to say to me, never let someone else project their fears onto you. Just because they can't do it don't mean that you can't do it.
Man, that's a word right there.
You know what I mean?
That's a word.
Never let
yeah.
someone else project their fears upon you. So went down there. They went down there and did their homework. I told you I thought they was down there vacationing.
Yeah.
I'm looking on Facebook. They down there in Mexico. They hanging out in the resorts and this, that, and the other. Whole time they visiting distilleries behind the scenes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Not putting that on social media, just showing them vacation.
Just, yeah.
They down there.
But they on business.
They down there getting educated. You know what I mean?
Now, you told me something that I didn't know, and a lot of people probably don't know about tequila and it being exclusive to Mexico. And it has to be, y'all ventured into a business, man. Can you imagine, like, I haven't heard this before.
Can't be made in the United States.
Can't be made in the U.S. If it's going to be called tequila.
You can't legally call it tequila at all.
That's
you
crazy.
can't make tequila in the United States.
That's crazy. So knowing this, you just made it 10 times harder. You're venturing into something that's going to be.
You have to go over there.
You have to.
Yeah.
It's not like you can't sneak it here. You can't bring the recipe here and try to throw something together. You had to go to Mexico. So y'all didn't care.
You just got some bootleg liquor.
Yeah. right.
You know, but yes, it has to be made over there, and it has to be made in certain parts over there. There's certain parts of Mexico that make something similar to tequila, but they can't call it that either.
Really?
That's why they have like mezcals.
Yeah.
You know, it's still a tequila. They just smoke the agave, gives it a smoke flavor or whatever.
And so if you make it here, you would have to name it something different. You would have to name it mezcal or whatever. I
don't know if you can name it mezcal, but it can't be called tequila.
Right. Okay.
It can't be named tequila. Just can't do it. Can't
That's
be made
crazy.
in the United States.
That's crazy.
You know, yeah, that's wild. You know what I mean? But anyway, Toriano and Ralph went over there, and they got a recipe. You know what I mean? And they were real methodical about the recipe. You know, the distilleries ask you, what is it that you're looking for? Well, down there on that end, they looking for tequila to be strong. They're used to it being strong. With Toriano being in the club industry, owning a few clubs, he saw that that a lot of the younger people were gravitating towards tequila. So he wanted the tequila to be smooth, so it'd appeal to the younger people.
Yeah.
Make it pleasant.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Make it really pleasant. So he was looking for the smoothest recipe possible. So they got real methodical about the agave that we use, where the agave is grown. For instance, like our agave is a Blue Weber agave, and it's grown in the highlands of Jalisco instead of the lowlands. and a lot of people want to know, well, what's the difference between the highlands and the lowlands? Well, the highlands, the agave is grown in red volcanic soil, so it's sweeter. You know what I mean? It's going to be a little smoother. It's more expensive, and it's not picked until it's at its peak ripeness, between 6 to 8 years. So, hence goes where the prices go up. And the price a lot of people don't realize the price of that agave changes from month to month.
Really?
Not drastically, but it's not the constant same price.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because you're picking
seasons and then the ages of it, like you said. So really, man, you talking about, so you said 8 years for y'all's for the
agave
for anejo. So 6 years, is it 6 years? You said 8 years for the agave?
No. You talking about for the agave?
Yeah, for the agave.
For the agave of all of our tequilas, the Repo, the Blanco, and the Anejo takes between 6 to 8 years when it's at its peak ripeness before it's picked.
6 to 8 years, and then after it's put together, then you talking about another 2 years for the city. For this one, you talking about this is a 10-year before it even hit the shelf. 10 years.
I never looked at it like that,
bro. I mean, that's crazy, man. That's called care. That's called, that's exclusive. That's there's something that goes into this.
Having control over the formula.
Yeah.
Like, people don't realize with the mass production products, there's no two bottles alike.
That's
because they can't be.
Yeah.
It's mass production.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But when it's more methodical in a small batch, you have more control over the formula. So you pretty much get the same thing every time. You know what I mean? I tell people when they try the tequila, you usually have to take 3 shots before you understand it.
Really?
Yeah. You know what I mean?
Speaking of which, let me try this Blanco real quick while
let's do
while you're talking.
Yeah. And then, especially when I started out, because at first, this was all we had.
What's the Blanco? Okay.
This was all we had at first. You know what I mean? Because we had to, it has to have its process.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So that was the first and only product as far as the Disbelef product. And they're all under the Baseball Rich brand.
You know what? I'm actually wrong. The first one was the Reposado.
Oh, okay.
The Blanco probably was ready and everything.
Yeah.
But the Reposado was the first thing that we got to sample.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was the first sample that we had.
Yeah.
And the Reposado, it took over 16 months. It has to age no less than 16 months.
Wow.
You know what I mean?
Wow.
So we were trying to, and that's the only way we're gonna see how smooth it is.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So the Blanco blew my mind.
Yeah.
Because I didn't think that I was gonna like anything clear.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just
Yeah.
I was petrified of clear.
You really?
You know what I mean? I just think I didn't think I was gonna like anything clear. But this is actually dangerous.
Really?
Because if you do like any type of mixed drinks,
Yeah.
you're not even gonna know it's in it. You know what I mean? So that one's kind of dangerous.
I just started kind of, I won't even say I'm a drinker like that. I don't drink like that. Like I'm never walking around sloppy drunk.
Right.
I'll have a drink for, the social gathering. I'll have a drink. Sometimes I'll have a drink for the taste, but here's the thing, man. Even trying tequila, because I had, when I was in college, man, we had it was a certain brand, and we're not calling out brands, but everybody know the brand back in the early 2000s.
Oh yeah.
And it was nasty. They had a cap that was a shot. You turn it upside down, and I remember being in college, man.
I remember that.
Man, some people almost died. It was a cat laying on the
Yeah.
bed. He was just And for years, I was like, I ain't never fooling with tequila ever again.
It was just too strong. You know what
Yeah,
I
it was
mean?
Yeah, man. It was
Me
like, yeah.
personally, I don't even drink.
Cheers, cheers.
There you go. You know, a lot of people would be shocked to find out that I don't drink. You know what I mean? Uh, um,
This is scary, man. That's
you're not
scary.
expecting it to be like that.
No, that's so mild.
Yeah.
That's so mild.
Somebody called it water.
But
Somebody called it water.
But it has a taste. You get to actually taste the tequila.
Hence is why I said it takes 3 shots.
Yeah.
The first time you're expecting it to bite you. Mm-hmm. You know, the first time you're expecting it to bite you. And when it don't bite you, you're like, wow. But you didn't get a chance to actually experience the tequila.
Yeah.
Because you were so bracing for that bite
Yeah.
that you didn't get. So now you have to take the second one. The second one, you're realizing, okay, I got a little heat on the back end, and it's got a little flavor to it, but what is that? The third one is when you actually couldn't pick up on the notes.
Yeah.
And you're like, okay, because the third one, you know it's not gonna bite you.
Yeah.
So you ain't scared of that no
Yeah.
more. The second one told you that it had a flavor. You just didn't figure out really what it was.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So now, so you go back on the third time, and now you looking for the note.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which is something that you don't get a chance to do with tequilas.
No, man.
You know
Like,
what I mean?
no. People usually throwing back tequila for a brand because it's a brand, but you're not really tasting it like you would a bourbon. You can hit this like a bourbon.
This is, you'll get a vanilla flavor out of that third one. You know what I mean? You'll get the vanilla flavor, you get the sweetness from the agave. You know what I mean? So you can actually appreciate what's to it now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Y'all, I am taking tequila and swirling it in my mouth, which you don't do with tequila. This is smooth.
You don't get strong alcohol
And I
vapors.
taste the vanilla, and no.
No strong alcohol vapors. You know what I mean? So you get the vanilla, you get the sweetness from the blue Weber agave, like I say, and that's pretty much what you get a little black pepper on the back end,
Yeah.
the heat on the back
Yeah.
end, just to let you know it's tequila.
Yeah, right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
But there's no bite going down.
Right.
You know what I mean? So, same with the reposado, which I don't have here. You get a little vanilla and you get a little caramel.
Yeah.
You get the sweetness from the agave, and then the heat on the back end, a little black pepper.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
This one right here, you get the vanilla, the caramel, the sweetness from the agave, and it almost has that a whiskey-ish type flavor from sitting in that Jack Daniel's. It sits in a burnt Jack Daniel's white oak whiskey barrel.
Wow.
For no less than 24 months.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So you kind of get that little flavor to it. And for me, it gives a hint of chocolate in the end, on the back end.
I'm gonna have to taste now.
You know what I
I
mean?
need to take my second shot of that. So now you told me it's a flavor, so I need to take my second shot of that, and I'll do that later on. But because I want to taste that. You said you said it gives a hint of chocolate almost.
Gives a
at
little
that?
hint of chocolate.
Really?
at-
Yeah,
at
I
the
gotta
end.
I gotta hit that,
You know what I
man. I
mean?
gotta
You
hit
know.
that. This is definitely like not a shot type of.
No,
you could
you
take
can sip
shots.
it.
This is a
You
sip.
could put this on a whiskey rock. The reposado also. This and the reposado, you could both put them on a whiskey rock. Get you a cigar, and just sip it.
Yeah.
If you like sticks, the people that like sticks, it's perfect with the stick.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Why was I just thinking that? I was just thinking
Perfect
that,
with the
man.
stick. I had a brother, man, that was doing some sticks for me. AJ, Alordium Cigars. His name was Adam Jackson.
Okay.
For
the brand, or he was doing them specifically for you?
He was doing them specifically for me.
Okay.
Because see, we don't have from the ATF, we don't have a tobacco license,
Okay.
so I can't sell cigars,
Ah.
but I could have them made.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So we were making one called a trifecta. It had 3 different leads. Some people call it the barber pole.
Okay.
That's the one that everyone really liked.
Yeah.
And then we had the whole, man, the name skips me right now.
Oh, the full flavor.
Yes.
Yeah, I forget the name of it too, man.
Start with the M. Maduros.
Maduro. Thank you.
We had the Maduros. You know what I mean?
My cigar guy would have had a heart attack if I didn't. Maduro.
I'm
yeah.
surprised that it came to me that way.
Yeah.
But we had them infused with the reposado.
Okay.
So we had Disbelef infused cigars.
Word.
You know that they was just nice to go with the tequila, man.
Yeah.
It's nice, man.
So
Really,
what's
really nice.
what's the deal with that? So you can't. If somebody made it for you, you can't. You have to have a license to sell it.
You have to have a license to sell anything.
Really? I mean, so if you selling your T-shirts and stuff like that, yeah, you have to have a vendor's license or something like that, right? Yeah.
Vendor license. Well, I'm mainly talking about dealing with the ATF,
Okay.
alcohol and tobacco.
Okay.
Alcohol and tobacco. You can't sell alcohol and tobacco without a license.
Okay. And there's separate licenses too?
Separate.
Okay.
They're separate. You know what I mean? Our permit is only a permit for alcohol, spirits.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So we never did do anything for tobacco.
And speaking of that, I want you to go into the story you saying like, so they went to Mexico, found the recipe that they wanted. And then you had to go, you told me that this is the third bottle that was tried. So y'all
man.
really putting
the process is see, a lot of people don't know, but I'm glad we're talking about it because a lot of people don't understand the process. They went through a lot just to get to this point right here. Like this is the third bottle.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But they kept redoing it until they got it right.
till they wanted something that they knew was quality that they wanted to have.
They would always tell you that you only get one chance to make a first impression. So it has to be right from the jump.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? One bottle, the stitching was all stitched out. It was spreaded out or whatever.
Yeah.
The second one looked like a Christmas tree ornament. It was just, you know what I mean?
Right.
And then they came up. The third one, this was the third one, and the mold is like perfect. It's like a perfect baseball.
Yeah.
So So they went with that one.
It's almost because you have to have some volume to it. It's almost softball size. But yeah, this is like a real, I got a big hand too, y'all. It's like a real baseball. If you look at the stitching around here, it's man. And then to the point where this is how much care they put into it. You can't see it per se, but where camera we at? You know what? Let me switch to. I'm gonna switch to your camera, just so I can show them. So I'm gonna put my hand in here. Y'all might not be able to see it, but you can see it if the light hit it right. They actually have a product of Baseball Rich printed on the bottom of the bottle right here. Exclusive, man. Like y'all didn't go half stepping. You don't have to do things like this. That's the thing. You don't have to. You could tell that some care went into this. You know what I mean? You just say, yeah, just give me that bottle, one to look like a Christmas tree ornament. Give me that one.
Exactly. So hopefully I think Bruss said he got like maybe $16, $20 tied up in the bottles and tops.
Really?
So you're not gonna with no formula in it, nothing in it.
Just the bottle by itself, nothing else, nothing else. And the bottle and the cap. Let's not forget about the cap because you explained to me with the cap.
We went through some things with the tops. We had a couple of them. The original tops were corked.
Yeah, you could see it better on that one.
So what was happening was, which camera we in?
We in this one right here. I'll switch to your camera.
So what was happening?
So you in this one right here.
Okay, so what was happening? The corks would get soaked in alcohol and get soft.
Yeah. And
then the corks would break off into the bottles and something, So they had to put these little plastic pieces over it, this, that, and the other, But this top in itself, it just seems like something that
it's
I've had people tell me it's hard for them to throw these bottles away.
Yeah, man, I wouldn't throw this bottle away. I would. Yeah, because it's it's a piece.
Somebody tell me, let me have the top.
Yeah, for real. Yeah, you got Disbelef print. The top, y'all, is a baseball. It's got the stitching on there.
Oh, you in the wrong camera.
I wanted them to be able to see it. I'm in this one.
Oh, okay, I got you.
Yeah, so the top actually says Disbelef. You can see that there is a stopper added to it. Because really, man, you could have just let the cork just drop in there and just be like, hey, that's your bad, drink
That's
it.
what some people
You know,
do.
some people do that, man.
But again, we wanted it to be, if you have a bar at home, you need this for your bar. Mm-hmm. It's the look of opulence.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
There's nothing else on your bar that's gonna look like this. There's nothing else on the shelf in the liquor store that's gonna look like this.
Yeah.
It's you know, it's different. It's
Yeah,
exclusive.
it's different.
And it pays homage to our brand, Baseball Rich.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Even to the you didn't use the regular disbelief. You didn't spell it like that.
No.
Yeah.
No,
so I didn't spell that wrong, y'all. When I put it in the bio, that disbelief is actually spelled.
It's spelled in the Latin form.
Yeah.
And we use the Detroit baseball, the Detroit Lions D.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
You know, but it's spelled in the Latin form with the upside down E.
Yeah.
You know, so you know, a lot of people say that to me. Did you misspell it? I said no, it's disbelief without an I.
Yeah.
And the first first E is backwards.
Yeah.
Upside down.
I didn't mean to jack your story, but we went into the bottle. But so we were talking about like the money that you put into the bottle. So they found the tequila that they wanted. They found the recipe they wanted. They went and found a bottle, and they didn't go cheap on it. Like you said, it's for the bottle in the top with nothing in it. Still sitting in. Is that the price? Is $20 the price of the bottle still sitting in the country that it's made in? Or is after you've bought it, like, because you still got to get it shipped to Mexico?
Well, there is a certain number of bottles that he has to purchase at a time.
Oh, right. Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so they're made in China, and then they're shipped to Mexico to the distillery.
Can't even get shipped here. You gotta ship it to Mexico.
Why would you ship them here?
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
By the time it gets here, it needs to be ready to go on the shelf.
Because most of us, right. I guess because most of us were trying to be figuring out how we could skip some type of step. But that shows you that the care and the passion that goes into this. You can't skip no steps.
You can, but then it shows.
Yeah.
It shows in your product. Mm-hmm. And if you're gonna skip steps, and our thing is to our people, if we're not gonna skip steps on this, then you know we're not gonna skip steps on the formula.
Yeah.
We're not gonna put all of this into a bottle and then give you a crap formula.
Yeah, and then put some garbage in it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know, and a lot of people have a misconception about Disbelef because of where we're priced, and they don't understand how and why we got priced that way.
It's just so they know, this is what's the añejo? The price of the añejo?
In the stores, that one is $99 plus tax.
99 plus tax. So and it's worth every penny. And the Blanco is
It's about 40 to 45 plus
and
tax.
that's well worth the price.
Exactly.
Go ahead. I'm sorry. Yeah.
But that's not where they were supposed to be priced. Mm-hmm. Before we got our distribution and our permits from the ATF to distribute it, import it, distribute it, and wholesale it ourselves. By the way, we import it into the country ourselves, we distribute it ourselves, and we wholesale it to the restaurant, bars, and lounges ourselves.
Yeah.
So that's how we were able to bring the prices back down closer to some of the main spirits that are on the shelf today. But this one right here would have been $99 plus tax. The clear. The Reposado would have been about $120 plus tax, and the Añejo would have been about $150 to $160 plus tax.
Wow, 160.
What ended up happening was in 2000, we started on this around 2017. It was ready by the end of 2017, early 2018. But we were stuck in Mexico.
Tell them about it, man, because this is where I was trying to get to. Yeah.
we were stuck in Mexico. We didn't have. I always say the complexion for the connection.
Yeah. Right.
We didn't have the complexion for the connection.
Y'all had gathered y'all bottles trying to cross the border. It was like, homie, where you going with that?
See, what happened was they had already told us no.
Yeah.
From the get-go.
Yeah.
once we had our product together and it was ready to go and at the border, it seemed like they were still finding a way to tell us no. The big corporations, the distribution companies, they were giving us the runaround.
Yeah.
So our product was stuck over there, and during that time, somebody else from America, well-known person, went over there and bought a recipe identical to ours.
Very well-known person.
Very well-known person. One of the most well-known people.
Well-knownest.
One of the most well-known people in the United States.
Take our word for it. Yeah, in the world. Take our word for it. Somebody went and bought a formula that's very, very well-known.
And came out with their product with an identical recipe.
Yeah.
So we were like, well, how are we going to compete with that person? You know what I mean? So and we were able to get some data behind that too while we were stuck over there, because that person automatically had distribution. He came in and put his on the shelf immediately.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But it wasn't selling. It wasn't selling that fast because that was the $99. The Repo was $130, and the Neho was $150. So what ended up happening is there's only a certain market that's gonna work in.
Mm-hmm.
Not your everyday drink, not your people who's gonna buy a bottle every week.
Yeah.
They couldn't afford that.
Yeah.
Priced them out of the market. We got a chance to see that data. That like, man, if we do that,
Which is a blessing in disguise. You could have been mad because this person went and took it, but you got to see what it would do.
We got the data, but it was still nothing we could do with it because we were still stuck over there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it was good to know that.
Mm-hmm.
So they were able to try to figure out ways to cut the price so that we could be cheaper than that person, but still give you that same quality of spirit. You know, so what ended up happening was after they kept giving us, I don't want to get too into the messy parts of it, but after we kept getting the runaround with different distribution companies and things like that, we ended up getting our own distribution, so to speak, in a blessing kind of way.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because we got told the right no.
Yeah.
Came our way.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
The right no.
The right no
Yeah.
came our way.
Yeah.
And we wouldn't got somebody that deals in spirits, a lawyer that deals in spirits.
Yeah.
And they put together a package and ended up getting our own permit from the ATF.
I like for you to say it's because I know you're probably trying to shy away from saying it, but I like for you to say like what you were told, if you don't mind. What they told you to go do in order to get.
Okay, so I was at one company down here in Illinois because my partners were trying to do it down in Memphis, and they was getting the same type of answers. You know, they would maybe next quarter or this, that. And they wasn't flat out saying no, but they were saying no.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Next quarter, and then in the next quarter is next quarter.
Yeah.
They come up with next quarter, and I'm sitting there thinking to myself, it doesn't cost them a dime to do this. You know, they would make money off of it. You know what I mean? But then I didn't know the game yet. None of us knew the game. We're all learning in this as we go. We're still learning today. You know what I mean? So I didn't know the game yet. So I didn't know it was a reason why they weren't importing us to this, that, and the other.
Yeah.
So finally, I was at one company, and there was a sister behind the desk, a receptionist. And she reached over, she whispered. She said, if you want them to distribute your product, you're going to have to go and find a white girl to speak for you. Threw me for a loop. I was like, going to have to find a white girl to speak for me. And I'm thinking, she don't know anything. I can tell them everything about the product. She don't know anything about the product. You know what I mean? She can't educate them on anything. You know, so.
It's because as Americans, when we think of white girls, we think of partying, we think of, alcohol. They even got a term for it, white girl wasted.
Exactly. You know what I mean? But they just wanted a face to go in there to get the okay.
Yeah.
And she said, you see those pile of boxes behind me? It was a pile of boxes, man, stacked up.
Wow.
She said, those are all other spirits from other black brands that they're gonna let sit there for another week and they're gonna throw them away.
Wow.
So the same bottle, Reposado bottle that I had with me to take up there to give to them to drink amongst them, I took my same bottle right back at the door.
Like, my stuff ain't about to. This is too nice to be sitting in that pile.
You're not gonna put mine in the pile and throw it away.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I went back out and I called up Beanie and Ralph, and I told Beanie and Ralph what she said. You know. So Beanie called me back and said, "Hey," he was like, "We got a white girl, but not to speak for us." he was like, we got a lawyer that deals in spirits.
That's dope.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And by this time, my product had been sitting over there for almost 2 years.
Yeah. 2 years.
Yes. Yes. We had already put up our investments, our monies is tied up, everything.
For 2 years.
Yeah. You know what I mean? So, you know.
And this is the point where most people would be like, you know what? I quit.
We couldn't.
You couldn't.
It's too
It's too
too
deep.
invested.
Yeah.
It's too invested and it's there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So even if it had to cost us a few more dollars, then we had to do it. You know, and we had no choice. You know what I mean? But we were proving to people who said it couldn't be done that they were gonna do it regardless. You know what I mean? So the lawyer ended up putting a package together where we got our permit from the ATF to import and export into the country.
Yeah.
So that was step one. That was like a prerequisite for what was to come when we go into the States. I did not know that. Like we might go and fill out for a liquor license up here and get denied.
So you didn't brought all. You finally get it in here, and then you can't even sell it.
No. I'm saying, ordinarily we might go to and apply for a liquor license and get denied.
Yeah.
But because we had that permit from the ATF, which was a prerequisite, there was no denial.
Yeah.
Because, you know, now we've already passed the background check. The ATF, the federal government, gave us permission to do this.
Yeah.
Now, the only thing the states can do is charge us for the license.
Yeah. Wow.
They couldn't deny us.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, you know what I mean? Without that, they can deny you.
Yeah. What's a liquor license? Because liquor licenses are expensive in and of themselves, right?
Yes. Not only are they expensive, there are many different ones.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So depending on what field you're in, like right now, I have 4 of them.
Okay. 4 liquor licenses.
Right.
For different states, or
No. This is just for Illinois.
Really?
This is just for Illinois, right? But none of them are retail.
Word?
Right. So I can't open up a lounge and sell liquor, or I can't open up a liquor store and sell liquor. I can only import, export, wholesale, and distribute.
Okay.
That's it.
Okay.
Because it'll be a conflict. It's against the law. They'll say that I'm wholesaling it to myself.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I can only wholesale it to restaurants, bars, and liquor stores.
Wow.
You know what I mean? So
Wow, that's crazy, man. So you pay for is the wholesale license just as expensive, more expensive than the retail license, or how does
I'm not sure.
You're not sure? Because
I would have to check. I'm not sure.
I've heard of retail licenses being around. I've heard somebody paying $30,000, $50,000 for a retail license.
The licenses are high.
Yeah.
You know, I don't want to get into
the actual numbers. Yeah, I understand.
But the licenses are high.
Yeah.
The fines are astronomical.
Really?
You know what I mean? Oh my God, man! When we first opened, I had to get my warehouse together to do an inspection and all of that kind of things, right? So, me not knowing the business, being ignorant, you know what I mean? I'm like, I'm gonna impress the inspectors. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I got the warehouse together, but my thing is I'm gonna impress these inspectors.
Yeah.
So I go and get a decanter, one of my bottles and everything, and I set up this display in my office in the warehouse.
Mm-hmm.
Man, then they got me a fine.
Are you serious? They said, "What you doing here?"
They were talking about 18 18K or something
What?
like that. Yeah. And it was like, because they told me that until you pass the inspection, you're not allowed to have any alcohol at all inside the place.
What?
None.
Oh, wow.
None. I did not know that. But I should have known that because it was in a package that I had received that I didn't read fully.
How big was the package?
It was a it was a nice size.
Yeah.
You know, they came with the license and all of that and the do's and don'ts and this, that, and the other. But hey, shit, that was a dumbass moment for me because I'm in there like I'm in there like I'm in there like I know everything. So I'm setting this up, making it look all pretty and shit. That shit about to cost me 18K. You know what I mean?
You know, I wasn't
gonna be able to pay that. I was gonna hit my buddy. Beanie,
right,
18K.
Right. Hey man, I got something to tell you.
Hey, that nigga was he was extra mad.
Right.
he was like, "Come on, Pooh," because everybody called me back then. That's my nickname, Pooh.
Yeah.
So he was like, "Come on, Pooh, man." He was like, how we gonna do something, man? Yeah. We starting off.
Yeah.
18K? But we didn't get the fine, though.
That's good. That's good. We're going to pause for some station identification from the lovely Miss Cox, and then I want to get into, me and you were talking about a conversation about just starting. You know, and I want to rehash that conversation we were starting, but y'all check out Miss Cox. Miss Cox is hidden down south. She hidden up here, too. She got a song called Headboard with Lil Durk. She sat right here in the studio with me. Fine. She doing her thing. Here's some station identification from the lovely Miss Cox.
There we go.
What's up, world? It's yours truly, East Atlanta's finest Miss Cox. And I want you to tune into the Views and Opinions podcast on YouTube. Make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe, all that. And oh yeah,
I want to say I think I just missed her at My Radio Chicago.
Yeah, she was up at My Radio Chicago. She went
and
yep.
She already knows about Disbelef, Tequila,
Really?
and everything. Cause
Really?
I think she did something with my people down there in Memphis.
Okay, yeah,
or whatever.
Yeah.
So and I was headed up there to bring some up there and go sit down with it and this thing. I think she had something else going on. She had another radio interview. She was doing all kind of stuff there. It was not too long ago.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I had just missed her. So you know what I mean?
Yeah, she's dope, man. She doing her thing. Very professional. Her manager puts on a which I want to take this down there with me. I don't know if how that'll work. I'll talk to you later about it. But he has an award show in, I want to say Alabama, that's attended by 30 to 50,000 people. Like he doing it big. And he throw, I forget the name of the awards. I gotta ask Miss Ovita. But yeah, man, like that's a place to really push this, man, or you know what I'm saying? I don't know how that works. I don't know if they have to order it online or how they would have to order it. But I would love to really push that when we go.
The thing is, we can only sell it to someone who has a liquor license.
Oh, okay, I got you. You
know what I mean?
Yeah.
Now we have like promotional bottles.
Right.
That we might can use for promotional aspects.
Yeah.
Marketing things of that nature. But we don't sell anything to anyone that doesn't have a liquor license.
Yeah.
Say that in the camera.
Yeah. right. He said, just so you don't get it twisted, because we're not looking for no fines.
We don't sell anything to anyone that doesn't have a liquor license.
Disclaimer.
I'll tell you that now.
Right.
You know
Message. You trying to avoid these fines. Shout out to the homie Smooch Wallace, man, checking in. He said Ron and Big Ron.
Right.
Yeah, man. So we were talking about, just being an entrepreneur and starting. Like me and you was just kind of going through that, because a lot of times, man, I think it was a movie called Failure to Launch, and that always clicks in the back of my head whenever I'm trying to do something new, because as everybody, man, you want to learn as much as you can about whatever you're trying to start, but some people
Right.
get caught in the learning phase. I know people, man, that when I started my podcast, they was like, I'm gonna start a podcast, and they still doing research here 2 years later.
Right.
Well, I gotta research.
But I mean, that goes to what we was talking about.
Yeah.
Your learning is your failures. Mm-hmm. You have to fail.
Yeah. You got to, man.
You're gonna have to fail
You
in
got
order to learn.
You might as well just look forward to it. Just try to make it so it's not that big
Look.
of a failure. But
No, you only know what you know, and you don't know what you don't know.
yeah.
You know, you getting into this right here, something we've never done before. We're learning every day. We failed more than we succeeded. Mm-hmm. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And our succession has yet to even come.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? A lot of people don't even realize that. People will see this and they think that those guys must be rich. Those guys got it going on, this, that, and the other. They don't even know we ain't even made a profit yet.
Yeah. Crazy, man. Crazy off
They
something.
don't know that.
Yeah.
You know, they think because it's there that you know, those guys must have it made. They've done this, but we ain't even made a profit. We still trying to get to catch. And sometimes it takes years to get something to catch.
Wow.
You know what I mean? The mainstream products or whatever, they don't have that problem because no matter what happens, people are gonna go in because it's already built in their head.
Yeah.
They're just gonna go in there and buy that.
Yeah.
Go in there and buy that.
Yeah.
We have to work at getting people to give our product a try.
Right. Well,
Even though it's a better product.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
What
So-
people don't understand, and I don't think they think about, so say like we talked about a Jay-Z, you know what I'm saying? Whoever, man, let's say a big name rapper. The reason their product catches on is because they have the name already. But the thing is, we didn't see their journey into their name to being somebody that as soon as they pick up a bottle, people start buying it. Because
Right.
either way, it's a process, it's a journey. You know, Dave Chappelle, man, I love Dave Chappelle. But
we sent Dave Chappelle some of that.
Really?
He loved it. Yeah,
Really?
He has a tequila collection.
Really? You know, I'ma see, you know what's crazy? He was just on Drink Champs.
Okay.
And they actually did the episode in his garage in Ohio.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go back and look at that episode because you can see some of the bottles sitting on the bar. I want to see is Disbelef.
He has a.
It might be sitting on
I
the
have the
bar,
video, I have the
man.
video somewhere.
Oh, you should have gave that to me. Of him.
I have a video somewhere. You know, but the thing is, we have certain videos with a lot of entertainers.
Mm-hmm.
You know, athletes. We got Ja Morant tossing back a bottle.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Talking about how it was smooth. You know, thanking my buddy in Memphis for gifting him a bottle. We have T Magic. Well, they were sponsoring T Magic for a while. You know what I mean? He got his own energy drink.
Okay.
Disbelef energy drink.
Really?
Pooh Shiesty had his own energy drink.
Yeah.
Disbelef energy drink. Slime energy. T Magic had his own. You know, a lot of people don't realize that we did the energy drinks too for
Really?
you know, for a
That's
couple
dope.
people.
Okay.
Right. So we've had certain endorsements, so to speak.
Yeah.
You know, but not like something that someone's pushing. It was just something that they may have done and sent to us.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So.
Well, that kind of speaks to this being a good product, because usually you would have to pay like somebody like a Ja Morant. They get a contract, you have to pay them millions of dollars, but because this is a good product, he will throw it back and say, wow, wait a minute. I'm not just endorsing this because I'm endorsing it because they pay me. I'm endorsing it because it's good. It's actually quality.
Well, that too, and if I'm totally being honest, that's one aspect of it, and you know, depending on where we at, whether it's here or down there, down south, or whatever, my partner know a lot of these people.
Okay. Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He knows a lot of it. He has Baseball Rich Entertainment.
Okay.
And Baseball Rich Music
Oh,
Group.
dope.
Also.
Okay.
So you know, like he manages certain people. Like Jamal, the guy that played Biggie Smalls.
Oh yeah, yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
So he's one of his
Oh, that's dope.
people. You know what
Okay.
I mean? So many artists like what's his name, Moneybag Yo
Okay.
and Doughboy and all these other
Yeah.
people. He's able to just communicate, kick it with them, and sit there and create videos where they
Yeah.
take it and he's standing in him and Ralph standing in Moneybag's kitchen.
Really?
You know,
Really?
and cracking jokes with him and this, that, and the other. And so Bugatti and all of them, and it's a lot of people that he already know that are in the industry.
Yeah.
Because he's been in the club scenes for
Yeah.
for a long time, and he's been like the man around Memphis for a long time.
Okay.
Ever since we were back in 19 years old.
Right. Right.
So they look at him as an OG.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He an OG to the rappers.
Yeah. Right. 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 Right.
He knows a lot of these people, so it made it easy on that end. And then
Yeah.
I got to knowing a lot of people up this way, and it made it easy for me to get some people up here. Then I got another partner up here, Mo Love, David Grant. He knows some people up here, and he was able to get some things done up here too.
Okay.
But as far as the thing, like I was saying earlier, you see a lot of these entertainers and celebrities, they'll go out and they'll yell these other brands for free.
Mm-hmm.
But when we call and reach out to them, they want to hit us with the,
Yeah. Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But you yelling out this other brand
Yeah.
for free.
Yeah.
That's the only thing that I see, and I say, you know what, we got to do better as a people.
Yeah. It's
know what I
probably some
mean?
business going on in the background. You know what I mean? It's I scratch your back, you scratch mine type of deal.
But help us get there.
Yeah, help y'all. Yeah, right.
Help us get
right. And man, my
You know what I
thing
mean?
is, look at the quality. You know what I mean? Look at the
Exactly.
quality of it, man. If nothing else, if you selling, because like you said, man, who are we? Like your partner, he knows a lot of people in Memphis, but they looking at it like you don't have the star power like that. Forget the star power. Do you want to, when you go out, you want to be drinking something that's actually good, or you want to
Right.
be drinking something that's some trash, but it's
That's
just
exactly
popular?
what it is.
Yeah.
But he probably got a different element of a problem when it comes to that down there in Memphis, because a lot of people, a lot of people when they see him, they automatically think they like, okay, he got it. Mm-hmm. So they're going to try to see if they can get paid off of him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because they look at him like, hey, he got it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? He's not living in the house. He has the estate.
Yeah. Yeah.
You drive through wrought iron fence that opened up with his initials on it
Word?
to get up to his crib. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So they're not looking to do nothing. They looking to make some money
Yeah.
when they can.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't have all that.
Yeah. Right. He said I ain't got-
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you know what I mean? I'm out here just like anybody else trying to get people to network.
Yeah.
And let's do this together.
Yeah.
I've even had some local. I ain't gonna put nobody out there, but local influencers
Yeah.
that were trying to break into the comedy and doing this, that, and the other. I wouldn't call them A-listers or B-listers, maybe C-listers right
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I said, I had an idea. I said, well, I got this good product out here. Why don't I grab the C-listers and B-listers and put the product behind them, and let's see if we can push us both over the top. Maybe if you get a nice new brand, something new that's different than everybody else, what everybody else is screaming and pushing, it'll help push you over the top too.
Yeah.
First thing they came to me like $5,000 or $10,000. I said, man, don't nobody even know you. You know what I'm saying? So why would I, I'm saying to myself, but why would I do that? And the whole point is to push, why would I spend $5,000 to help you? I told them, I said, believe it or not, we're going to get out here. We done pushed the pavement. I done been in all corners of this damn city trying to do this. And I got, Mo Love and all them been all over trying to push this tequila. And got it in the stores. We was in, over 200 something stores.
Yeah.
within the first year.
And you want $5,000.
You know what I mean?
Right, yeah.
So you know what I mean?
Yeah.
The thing is, when you starting out, man, you're not really making. It's gonna take you years to make some money.
Yeah.
We ain't made shit yet.
Yeah. But you are. Believe me, you are. And I want to get in. The reason I say I really want to push it, I want to get in on the ground because I believe in this. I think once people and enough people really get a hold of it, I think that it's gonna hit hard. And I think it's a broke mentality to want money for everything. You hear about people.
But you know what?
Yeah.
The only good thing about it is we've been struggling enough to stay afloat to whereas we get to learn who's who.
Yeah.
There are some people who are gonna come and go.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There are some people who are there for the fame. There's some people that want to get out there. Man, you'd be surprised. We had so many people out here claiming that they own Disbelef.
You serious? Well, people would do anything to be important, man. I swear.
I swear to God, man. You know, I've gone into some places, man, and I'm getting ready to talk to the people and hand them my card, and you know, we met the owner. And I'm thinking to myself, how the hell did that happen?
Yeah, you
know
have.
what I mean?
Yeah.
He, you know, I ain't never met you, and Benny and Ralph, they in Memphis,
Right.
and you know.
You good?
Yeah, you know what? Now I know folks is probably like, didn't they just say they don't drink? Now, here's the difference. No, I don't drink.
Mm-hmm.
But I will have a drink to close a deal.
Yeah.
I will have a drink to be social and talk about the product.
Yeah.
I may even take a shot with somebody as I'm doing a tasting somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
But at home, no.
You're not drinking like that.
I don't sit down and drink.
Yeah.
You know,
but this is also, man, you
smooth.
ain't drink. This is so, I mean, it's 12 o'clock. It's noon. And I don't mind, because we're not sitting here getting trash. We sitting here because this is quality.
It's just we sitting here just having a sip over a conversation.
Yeah, this is
and
quality,
it's
man.
nice.
And I really want to, you know, who am I? But I just want to get in on the brand, man, because I think it kind of fits
timing.
my brand. Yeah, I believe so, man.
It's perfect timing because we're still in the stage where we have the ceiling. The ceiling is way up there.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, it's perfect timing.
Yeah.
We're still on the ground floor.
Yeah.
We're in the door.
Yeah.
But we still on the lower level. We still small fish in a big fish full of sharks.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's just, you know, it's going to catch.
Yeah.
Sooner or later. As
Yeah.
long as we, you know, as long as we continue to keep it out here,
Man. Yeah.
sooner or later it is going to catch. I appreciate us having this conversation, man. I love to be able to, you know, spread whatever knowledge I have about this type of stuff, this business or whatever to your audience. And like we said before,
I taste the chocolate.
yeah,
I taste it. Is a hint of chocolate right there, right
in the
before
end.
the sting, man. That's
Right in the
crazy.
end.
That's
You know what I mean?
crazy. Yeah.
So,
yeah.
you know, we were just talking
The
about
caramel, that's an after effect of caramel.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. You get all of that.
Yeah.
So I mean, this is gonna be good because we were talking about how we wanted to start educating
Yeah.
our people.
And that's
About
why I
different
had to
things.
have you on here, man.
You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
that's
So and it's not even just about the tequila itself, but the entrepreneurship, the different things that we want to educate our people on.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Man, this is great, man. I can't believe this. This is, you right, man. This is my second one.
Yeah.
This is my third shot overall. But after you get the idea and you sip it again, yeah, man, this is even better, man. This is
getting
even,
a chance to
this
as I
is
said,
even
it takes
better.
3 shots. It takes 3 because you're not gonna get all that on the first.
No, this is even
Because you're
better.
not looking for it and you're expecting it to bite you or hit you
Yeah.
pretty hard, you know.
We've touched a lot on Disbelef, but like you said, this started out as a clothing. Baseball Rich is a brand, and on top of it being a brand, it's also a clothing brand. When you started, when you came into the studio, when I officially met you, I guess I should say, for the Smooch photo shoot, you started telling me about your clothing and kind of giving me some game about the Baseball Rich brand, and
Right.
then you actually had a bag. Which, if you don't mind, can I grab that? Can I grab that
Sure.
bag?
I brought it
I
with me,
want.
didn't I?
Yeah, you did. You brought it in here with you. I'm gonna grab that bag and show them, y'all. These are from people that appreciate quality, and so not do they just appreciate quality in their liquor. Disbelef is a part of a brand that appreciates quality, which is Baseball Rich.
Correct.
Again, Baseball Rich, and I had it over you for the longest. Baseball Rich is a brand, it's a clothing line, a trend, a lifestyle, a standard.
There you go.
A standard.
I like that.
Live a lifestyle with no salary cap. It's a standard. So this is, and when you say that, man, that's real bold, because that means that now we've said this. You can't put out no trash. And then when you started to tell me about your clothing brand, and then you brought out this bag, this is just it tells the quality that y'all see and put into just a bag. And I'm gonna grab it and let them see it, man.
Okay.
Yeah. I think yeah, this is it. This is it.
I'm gonna take a look.
Bro, you brought this bag in here, and this is a Baseball Rich. How old is this bag, first of all?
That bag is probably 2016.
2016. So you talking at this rate 9 years? 2000. Yeah, 9 years is 2025. Y'all,
And I carry it every day.
Bro, this is crazy. This is white. This is white. This is one of their Baseball Rich bags. This is a leather bag. This is 9 years old.
Yeah.
This ain't some trash, man. Y'all didn't go and select some trash. It has your Baseball Rich, the stitching in it, just like they sticking with the brand. The brand is Baseball Rich. You got this. Y'all, I checked out, Ron showed me some of y'all's designs that you have on the website, which is baseball. If you want to check them out, Baseball Rich clothing, baseballrich.com. And what you see right there, man, they ain't half stepping. They selling quality. Selling quality, man. This bag is dope. Here you go.
Yeah. That's my man Ralph, Boss Man Golden.
Yeah.
He's really the creative aspect. He's the creative mindset behind a lot of that Baseball Rich clothing and this, that, and the other. He does so much. He used to be mad at me, man.
Really?
Oh yeah, he used to be mad at me because I always want, I want in on everything.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I want in. I'm gonna get in on it, get in, and I used to get mad at him when he would make something and not tell me about it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And he'd get mad at me and tell me, man, you get your graphic designers to put something together, this, that, and the other. But during the time, I was working for the school system.
Right.
So I didn't have a whole lot of time
Yeah.
to go and find a graphic designer, this, that, and the other. So I was still, everything that he was making, I want in on it, and we selling it up here too. You know what I
give it
mean?
to me, yeah.
So, so shout out to Ralph Boss Man Golden, man.
Yeah.
I appreciate you, man.
Yeah.
You know, with all the baseball clothing designs and everything you do. So I have fun, man. Those are my brothers, though.
Yeah.
I have fun.
Yeah.
with
Again,
my guys,
these
man.
guys right here.
Yeah, I have fun.
But,
That's the one that look like he don't know where the camera at.
Yeah.
On the end, the green.
Yeah.
That's he behind all of the clothing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Everything, and he's the co-founder of the liquor also. You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
he really does the clothing. Brother in the white, man, my man Will. He's Baseball Rich Nashville.
Okay.
He took that advice. He got him his own graphic designers.
Yeah.
He makes his clothes. He does everything. He has the Tequila in Nashville also. He has he's another entrepreneur, millionaire.
Okay.
You know what I mean? He has a Way Out Bonding Company, Bail You Out Bonding Company.
Yeah.
So if you're in Nashville and you get in that jam, you know what I mean? Call up my man Will.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? he come get you out of come get you out that jam.
So
know
you
what
can
I
be
mean?
Baseball Rich.
Exactly, you know what I mean? He gonna come get you out that jam. You know? So I can say about that, but man, but I love those brothers, man. I've been knowing them. I'll be 50 this year.
Yeah.
So as of right now, I've known those brothers longer than over half the time that I've been on this earth.
Really? Wow. That's crazy, man. And to
Yeah.
still be rocking with somebody, you know, that's a
Those are my brothers for
pure
life, man.
relationship. Yeah.
Those are my brothers for life. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? There's nothing that, you know, there's nothing that anyone could say to any one of us that would make us, that would split us up.
Yeah.
We've been battle tested.
Yeah.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
I can only imagine, man. Yeah.
We've had people come to one and say, such and such did this and such did that, trying to turn one against the other. You're going to fail.
Yeah.
You're going to fail.
The first thing I'm
you
going to do
might
is
even
talk to
get
my
whooped.
brother, right?
You might even get
Right.
whooped. You know what I mean? You go there, talk to Ron did this, man. They gonna be like, man, we don't want to hear that, man.
Yeah.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Because
Yeah.
they're just we get up, get up with each other like
Yeah.
that, man.
Yeah.
There's certain things that we do to maintain that closeness like that. Like some people communicate over social media, this, that, and the other. We don't do that.
Yeah.
We pick up the phone.
Yeah. Cause we old school. We in our
pick up the
40s,
phone.
man.
Pick up the phone, man.
It wasn't no cell phones when we was kids, you know. I mean, it was, but
how some people will jump out there and they'll post something on their happy birthday and this, that, and the other. We call it.
Yeah.
You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah.
What's going on, man? How you
Right.
doing? You know what I mean?
Right.
All our kids are nephews and uncle to us.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
That's Uncle Ron. That's
yeah, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's you know,
Yeah.
no matter who it is.
Right.
If it's me, Will, or whatever, all
Right.
of and their kids vice versa, you
Yeah.
know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's the good thing about it is I don't have to worry about my core.
Yes. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The only thing I have to worry about is the people who I bring on while I'm here to make sure that and they had to do the same thing to make sure that we're all on the same page.
Right.
You
Right.
know what I mean? Because
Right.
you're gonna have people that's in it for whatever reasons. You know,
Yeah.
so you have some people just want to get out there because it's something new,
Yeah.
take some pictures, get famous or whatever, act like they're doing something, but really not doing anything.
Yeah. For the
You know
clout.
what I mean?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And ain't did nothing. The first thing they want is a raise. I want to get paid a little more money.
Man.
And I'm sitting there like, nigga, we ain't even made no money.
Right. Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
A lot of people don't even realize, man. Like I have the distribution company, and I'm not even on the payroll.
Really? Yeah.
No, I'm not on the payroll.
Yeah.
I will never be on the payroll until we start making some money.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's coming, man. It's
You know what I
coming.
mean?
Yeah. This
Yeah. I mean, slow is smooth and smooth is fast, baby. Take it easy. Smooch. QIC, we got another one. Left it all on me. Didn't want you to leave. And I ain't too proud to beg. So I'll get down on my knees with temptations on repeat. Girl, I'm trying desperately. It's not me, but you can't see all the ways you're hurting me. Thinking about what we could be, knowing things won't be the same. Turned your back and walked away. Never thought it'd be this way, but now you're gone, baby. 'Cause you made a fool of me and ended up losing me. There's no more we. Now it's you and me. To apologize, you done me wrong. Your love's a lie. I looked around, I couldn't believe it. I shed these tears to empty seat, yeah. I question if my mind is sane. Trying not to place the blame. My heart is hurting, filled with pain. I thought that we could love again. I asked you to stay and love me deeper. Still I lost you and I couldn't please her. Trying hard to pick up the pieces, but you left when I really need you. Knowing things won't be the same. You turned your back and walked away. Never thought it'd be this way, but I'm okay. Yes, I'm okay. 'Cause you made a fool of me. You made a fool and ended up losing me. There's no more we. Now it's you and memories I can't erase. Feelings that won't go away. Love is lost and gone astray. Just a man, I made mistakes, knowing things won't be the same. Turned your back and walked away. Never thought it'd be this way. It's the end, but I'm okay. 'Cause you